I put our Facebook ad strategy up against 4 other Facebook ad strategies, and say the least, we are 4-0, where we basically beat 4 different strategies with our particular strategy, which is basically running single campaign, broad targeting, and just focusing on creatives. So today I'm actually breaking down the 4 case studies, or the 4 kind of examples in that case right there, just to share that with you guys. So I'm filming this not from a particular standpoint of, hey, we're bragging or anything like that. Not really trying to send that type of message here. I'm simply just trying to articulate to you guys what we're currently doing has been working amazing for us for the last year and a half now. And secondly, it gives you more confidence in your actions to just pick a strategy and stay with it and just focus on ads. So that way you have more confidence in the actions you're taking is the best course of actions to take. Now, if you're questioning why I'm credible to be teaching these types of things, I run a Facebook ads agency. I've done over $50 million in online revenue for my clients. I also coach and mentor students as well. I have links below for both of that, whether to work with us or to essentially, basically be mentored by me. Now, before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's dive into the video. Okay, so leading Facebook ad strategy defeats rivals. So I got 4 scenarios where basically we put our strategy up against someone else. All very different scenarios, and I'm going to explain all of them. This is not really tested in probably the perfect environment, and there is probably some variables here that could have affected the results elsewise, but I want to go and explain each one to you guys to be as transparent as possible is my goal here. So scenario number 1, we ran this through March 17th through March 19th. Okay, in this particular scenario right here, we've been working with this account now for about 90 days. Okay. And over the course of 90 days, we've been testing a lot of new ads and everything. And realistically, we're at the point where it's, restructuring the offer and making a new offer to make it new appealing. And I'm not talking about the offer as in like 10% off, 30% off. I'm talking about just how we position that product and what that product is in that sense right there. The second thing we're also looking at is where are we going wrong from a creative standpoint, and how can we test something drastically new? And we have some drastically new stuff actually coming into this account post filming this video. Okay. And basically at this particular point, the client got, just a little, I guess you could say, wanting to kind of speed things up in that case right there. And this particular client wanted to launch their old structure just to see if our strategy was the best course of action. Okay. Purely just from a point of, hey, we've been working on this a while and we're not seeing anything tremendously better. Okay. So they relaunched their structure, their strategy in that case right there. And their old structure was an ABO campaign with a shitload of interest, like 1 interest per ad set, and basically like a bunch of creatives per ad set, and just like literally crazy amount of ad sets, all at $50 a day. Okay. And during this period of time right there, they ended up spending about $2,100 with a cost per purchase of $545, where we spent about $1,800, acquired 13 customers at $144 during the same period of time. So this is one for all you guys who like to do ABO, bunch of interest, bunch of ad sets in that case right there. For us, we've been consistently doing prospecting, broad, CBO, and I'm going to explain our strategy at the end of this video as well. For all those who haven't seen it yet on the channel, maybe you're new or something like that, then I'm essentially explain that later. Okay. So this is going ABO with a bunch of different interests. So 1 interest per ad set, shitload of ad sets, creatives in all the ad sets. And you're just kind of like turning on, turning off, and then adjusting budget on the winners right there. So this client burnt, I think roughly about, I'd say about $2,000, during this period of time right there. Made about $400 off of this and lost about $1,700. Where for this one right here, on hours, I think they literally broke even at a 1.1x on hours right there. Again, something we're improving, still working on, but just to show you when, you're dealing with a client that, maybe have gotten like, hey, a little antsy, want to speed things up, not really confident in the actions. And then purely that's the reason why we let this particular client go ahead and test this, because we wanted to give them that confidence that, hey, what we're doing is the most, the best course of action for your business. Okay. Now, scenario number 2, another interesting one. This particular client right here, They were working with a Google Ads agency that was also handling the TikTok ads and also handling the email marketing. So we're the only one doing Facebook, and he has another agency handling 3 other channels. Okay. Now we've been with this client for a while now. Client has nothing but good to say about our brand, in that particular case right there. But this other agency was already doing everything else and basically said, hey, can we just do an ad account audit? No big deal. Like the other agency, which is us, is doing great. Then we'll just send you on the way. So they took a look at the account and they said, hey, Nick and his team are just doing one campaign. There's nothing really going on here. One CBO, broad targeting, which is super inefficient, blah, blah, blah. And then, basically just pointing out a bunch of problems in our strategy. One being single campaign. Second problem being broad targeting, quote unquote, no retargeting, quote unquote, all that good stuff. Okay. So during this exact period of time, we spent about $10,000 to make back about $16,000 in that case right there. Now again, that's triple well reported ROAS in that case right there. They spent $1,100 to make back 0.42, so about $400 or $500. They also spent on this particular campaign, middle funnel and bottom funnel, spent $800 to make about a 1.4x ROAS. Now again, middle funnel, bottom funnel, spent $800, 1.4x. That's the best thing they've had perform in that case right there. Whereas we spent almost 10 grand at a 1.6. Okay, so middle bottom funnel scrapped. We did test this one particular campaign right here, and I was just running a new advertorial in that case right there, and we wanted to test a new landing page. That's all this was. Didn't work, so we cut it. Okay. They also had this top of funnel, scaling campaign where you spend about $500, make back nothing in that case right there. Yeah, then another retargeting campaign made nothing. And then this was us testing a new product right there. We spent about $200 on a new product. Okay. But the primary focus here is that what's driving the main performance and bringing the most sales, 80% of sales every day to the business, is our current campaign and is performing the best in that case right there. Okay. Now, again, we don't do retargeting anymore. We do simply broad targeting. We only exclude purchase 30 days, and we just have a bunch of ads in there that have different messaging to hit all the different points of the sales funnel. So this is scenario number 2. From here, clearly good to go. The only thing that upset me with the agency is that they literally, the way they kind of attacked our strategy, and at the end of the day said, hey, we beat any agency we work against. We also work 24/7. So we're the best to go to. When in this case, they did a few creative testing. They barely launched their top funnel campaign. But yeah, hey, look, I'm totally cool with it. And then also to the campaign structure they pitched to the client was our exact campaign structure that we were running in 2020. I even copied that video and sent it to the client and told the client, hey, we can easily set all that up. We used to do that. The reason why we do what we do now is because it's the most efficient way to run ads. And I even showed them the timestamps on those videos are released just to show them that, hey, we used to do this. It's not as efficient anymore. Now, scenario number 3, this is actually a very interesting one. Scenario number 3 right here, this particular client was running their own ads. There was no agencies involved or anything like that. Okay, so in January and the prior months before January, they were running their own ads. So nothing new. Okay. Now in January, we came in on board on February 1st, and then I just put February 4th to March 16th. So it's about 45 days. And in January, they did about a 1.1 ROAS. This is specifically just Facebook. It's not overall, by the way. They spent $57,000. They made back about $12,000 or negative $12,000. So they actually lost $12,000 on that after you take their COGS, shipping, ad spend, all that stuff like that. And then over 3 months, they made back negative $4,000. Okay. So that's a huge loss for them. Now, from February 1st to March 16th, 45 days of us working together, we brought that ROAS up to about 1.95. Ad spend, $133,000 we spent to make them about $48,000 over 45 days. Comes out to about $1,000 a day in profit we're making them. And over 3 months period of time, we're going to make them $81,000. Now, again, this is not making $48,000 and then making $81,000. This is making $48,000. And then those customers you acquired over that month period of time turns into about $81,000 as they increase in value. So we actually only make them about $33,000 more in profit over that 3-month period of time. All we did for this account was simply go ahead and take all their campaigns. They had just a ton of campaigns in their accounts. 1 campaign per product. It's a clothing brand, and they had 10 campaigns. They had some middle funnel, bottom funnel campaigns, and just crazy. It was super, super cluttered. We took everything, we turned it all off. We launched a single CBO campaign, CBO, broad targeting as the main ad set, and we took their top 6 to 7 best performing ads, dropped them in that one campaign, put a CBO budget, and it started increasing the budget. One ad set, the couple ads, and that's it. That's all we did. And then now I think we're spending $4,000 a day on Facebook. And we're also going ahead and testing new ad concepts in the account to further improve performance, and also further to, just be able to scale the account. And lastly, we're also heavily focused on that 3-month customer LTV, because if you look at it, their AOV is $57, where their 3-month customer value is $67. So we're trying to improve that more. They're doing a new drop, 2 new drops every month now. So that's also going to greatly increase this, which is going to greatly increase that 3-month value, which is also going to allow us to spend more at close to break even. My goal is to spend like $300K, make back 0 on day 1, but make back like $400K in profit over the next 3 months. That's my goal. So that's scenario number 3 right there. Another account which we completely took over, transformed using our exact strategy that we did in this one, and then this one. Okay, now this is a lead generation account. This is a tricky scenario. Okay, so I'm gonna be fully transparent with you guys. This is one of our lead generation accounts. We spent 5.5 or 4.5, something like that. It's either like 4.5 or $5.5 million in 2022 on this account. We helped them hit every single KPI, every goal they had for their business in 2020. Okay, now January 2023, they reached out to us and said, hey, we're gonna have another agency in the account working with you guys, working with 10% of your spend. Now, their claim is that they're launching a new product, completely whole new, like, division their business. And they just want to work with a second agency for that division. And that way we can focus on this other division that we've been focused on. Okay. Makes sense from a business level and all that. Now, one thing that I do stand off a little bit by that is that, hey, if they saw better performance, quote unquote, than in these particular campaigns the second agency launched while they were just testing their abilities, there probably would have been a great part of them that said, hey, well, do we even need Nick and his team to continue to run ads? Okay, so I made sure we put our war hats on, and we went hard and made sure that they were getting unparalleled service, performance, all that good stuff right there. Okay, now we honestly didn't change much because we were already doing that for them, but we just made sure that the team was even more focused than ever before. Okay, now during this period of time, we spent $566,000, and this is over the course of about 45 days. Okay, this is over 45 days. Okay, so we spent in our campaign, which is NTR, New Tofu Rural, we spent $566,000 to generate about $40 cost per lead. Okay, now on the back end, this comes out to about $37. Okay, and then for them, they had Tofu Evergreen, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, creative testing, engagement, and something else that's not pictured here is I want to say they did have a second middle funnel, bottom funnel, but I don't know. The way I screenshotted it was by just currently active. So, but anyway, they ended up having a $2.81 cheaper cost per lead, $2.81. Okay. Now, granted, they spent just over $100,000. Comes out to about $105,000, where we spent $566,000. So we spent 5 times more, almost 6 times more than them in ad spend. And they generated a lead cheaper by $2.89. Okay. Why is that good to look at? Because yes, our lead was $2.89 more expensive than them, but we also spent close to 6 times more. If they go in 6x their spend right now, and they're not that far behind us, only $2.89 behind us, based off my experience working with this account, they would never be able to hold the same CPL at our spend. Okay, now Nick, what did y'all do different? Well, we focus on ads, and that's the main thing. All of our accounts, besides this one, because this one was just a quick boom, boom, all of these accounts, the amazing wins that we've had and the ability to maintain performance has been by just focusing on creative strategy, consistently launching new and better creative concepts and stuff like that. And one thing that I've recognized with this account and this account is that these are the only 2 accounts on our roster that we don't consistently get new content in, like fresh, brand new filmed content. These are probably 2 accounts in our agency that just keeps getting the same content re-edited with new hooks and stuff like that. And it doesn't really move the needle that much. So that's why we've been pushing hard to get brand new content on both these accounts. And I'm actually really happy to maybe do another video in about a couple weeks with showing you guys the transformation of these two accounts with the fresh new content we're getting in that case right there. So just goes to show right there, if maybe you're using the prospecting CBO. Again, I do one CBO per country. If I have multiple products for the store, I try just to focus on the 1 or 2 products. More products does not mean better performance, or like more products actually, like, all of my stores, I just focus on 1 to 3 of the best selling products and just push those hard as possible for a customer acquisition side. And I start looking at this to model everything like this. So again, if you're questioning our strategy, we do 1 campaign, 1 main ad set where we keep all the winning ads, 2 max testing assets with new ads. So like I'll create a new ad set, dump new ads in it. If it doesn't work at all, turn it off. If it works, I'll copy those, turn that ad set off, and move them into my main ad set, and then boom. Okay, all broad targeting. And then this forces you to focus on better ads and improving other parts of the business like retention. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm just making you focus purely on what moves the needle, which is better ads and better retention. And if you want to know more about our strategy of how to exactly run the ad account, here's a full video, broad targeting dynamic creatives 2023 tutorial. And you can actually go and watch this video and actually go step by step in the ad account of exactly how we set up broad targeting, dynamic creative testing, all that good stuff for your business. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Curious what your thoughts and opinions and stuff about these 4 different scenarios in that case right there. Hopefully this gives you a little bit more confidence with different structures and strategies that went up against ours right there. It helps really align your focus as well of exactly what drives the needle and everything like that within your business. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nick Theriot, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.